Hello, my name is Pooja. Welcome to a new episode of Around the World. In this program, we talk about important issues related to international relations. In today's episode, we will talk about India-Kazakhstan relations. We will also try to understand the different dimensions of India-China competition over energy resources in Kazakhstan. Significantly, Kazakhstan is a prominent Central Asian country. Kazakhstan is the second country in terms of area among the new countries that became independent after the disintegration of Soviet Union, while the first country is Russia, which is considered the real successor of the former Soviet Union. Kazakhstan is a strategically important country as it is located between Russia and Asia and shares a long border with China. India doesn't share a border with Kazakhstan, yet Kazakhstan is important for India due to its geographical location. Furthermore, India has direct interests in the nations which border Kazakhstan. Actually, there are mainly 3 points that make Kazakhstan important for India. First, its geostrategic location. Second, its economic potential, especially its energy resources. And third, its multi-ethnic and secular composition. Actually, 3 countries of Central Asia, namely Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan, share borders with China. Kazakhstan shares about 1533 km long strategic border with China. Therefore, China's ambitious One Belt, One Road project was announced in Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan. And Kazakhstan is a key unit of China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative project. Furthermore, China connects its close ally Russia and distant European countries by land route via Kazakhstan, from where China gets about 20% of its natural gas supply. The Chengdu-based New Silk Road intermodal has 2 major terminals, that is, Dostik and Kyrgyzstan. These are located on the Kazakhstan border. However, Kazakhstan hasn't neglected relations with India despite being an integral ally of China. Significantly, India and Kazakhstan are trying to make economic, strategic and cultural ties even stronger. India's Connect Central Asia policy and extended neighborhood policy have proved highly relevant in improving ties between India and Kazakhstan. India wants to reduce China's influence in Central Asia through its Connect Central Asia policy. India also wants to make these countries partners in the strategic matters. In this regard, Kazakhstan can prove to be an important strategic partner of Kazakhstan. Along with being a direct neighbor of China, is also a strategic ally of India and China. At the same time, Kazakhstan is also an important partner in the conflict processes between the 2 regional powers. In this regard, India and Kazakhstan also conduct military exercises from time to time in view of regional conflict and terrorism. Recently, the armies of India and Kazakhstan participated in the military exercise Kazind, which was successfully organized at Umroi near Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya. Notably, the recently concluded event was the 6th edition of exercise Kazind, organized between the armies of India and Kazakhstan, which proves that both countries not only share economic and political interests, but also strategic interests. So let us now know about the position of Kazakhstan in terms of energy resources and the role of Kazakhstan can play in India's energy needs. Another factor that makes Kazakhstan important to India is its energy resources and the country's vast economic potential. Significantly, Kazakhstan has vast reserves of oil, gas and uranium. Kazakhstan is the largest producer of uranium in the world. According to data, Kazakhstan produced about 45% of the total uranium produced in 2021, and Kazakhstan's oil production reached 1.8 million barrels per day in 2021. Notably, about 44% of Kazakhstan's revenue comes from oil and gas sector. According to International Trade Administration data, Kazakhstan ranked 18th out of 127 countries in terms of daily oil production in 2022. Therefore, Kazakhstan remains the center of competition between India and China due to its vast energy resources. At the same time, the energy problem for India is certainly an issue worthy of special attention, as India remains a country deficient in energy resources, especially oil and gas. India needs to ensure a better supply chain for meeting its energy needs. Kazakhstan is a major energy resource-rich country in Central Asia. Notably, India will be among the top 5 consumers of energy in the first half of the 21st century. Presently, most of India's energy supply is met by Gulf countries. But India needs to look at alternative sources of energy to enhance its energy security. In such a scenario, Kazakhstan emerges as a major alternative for India in Central Asia. Kazakhstan is called the second Kuwait on the basis of its petroleum reserves. Similarly, in CIS, that is Commonwealth of Independent States, Kazakhstan is the second largest petroleum producer after Russia. The energy crisis created due to the Russia-Ukraine war remains a matter of global concern. In this regard, India is getting the supply of oil and gas easily from Russia. But Kazakhstan can become the third most important energy supplier country for India after Russia and Iran in view of the threat issued by the US and European countries and future concerns. In addition, Kazakhstan's multi-religious, multi-ethnic, democratic and secular structure also provides the basis for relations with India, as India is also a secular state. Although Kazakhstan has a majority of followers of Islam, but secular Kazakhs are deeply concerned about growing religious extremism in their neighboring countries. It is well-known fact that extremism and terrorism have increased in Iran, Afghanistan, and other Islamic states in the past few years. In such a scenario, Kazakhstan can prove to be an important ally of India to control such challenges, as the political Islamist movement is less likely to emerge in Kazakhstan than in other Central Asian republics. Muslim fundamentalism has never been able to gain a foothold in Kazakhstan till date. Hence, the possibility of India maintaining a long-lasting and deep relationship with Kazakhstan looks stronger. That's all in today's episode. Let's note down the question based on the story. Analyze the Indo-Kazakh bilateral relations from the perspective of energy resources.